Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 11th, 2025, and we're taking a deep dive into ETHUSD, Ethereum. We'll analyze the charts, but first, let's get caught up on the latest news. According to recent reports, Ethereum has been struggling to stay above $2,700. However, we're also seeing some bullish signals, with predictions suggesting a potential rise to $2,827.24. Ether's open interest reached a record high, and Ether investment products saw significant inflows recently. Some analysts are saying that $4,000 is within reach as institutions diversify from Bitcoin. The news suggests a mix of short-term volatility and long-term potential for ETH. We'll keep these key headlines in mind as we dig into the charts to see if we can find any correlations between the news and the price action. Let's start with the daily chart. Looking at the broad trend, we can see a significant rally that occurred between February and March of 2024, where ETH climbed from around $2,300 to almost $4,000. However, that was followed by a correction, with ETH falling as low as the $1,400 range by April 2025. We have since seen a recovery, currently at a price of approximately $3,500, but we need to examine this in more detail to understand the key levels at play here. Zooming in on the daily chart between January 2025 and March 2025, we see more clearly that $4,000 acted as a strong resistance level back then. The rapid price increase we saw around March 5, 2024 to March 11, 2024 may have been related to news of upcoming Ethereum ETFs, as predicted by Bloomberg analysts. Then there was a sudden correction near March 19, 2024, which may have been related to Musk-Trump split weighing on markets. The bulls might look at that rally as an indicator that ETH has some bullish history, and that could be an indicator of things to come. If we narrow in on the most recent price action on the one-day chart, we see that ETH broke down significantly on June 10, 2024, dropping from $3,700 to near $3,400. Today, June 11, 2025, the candle shows an attempted recovery, but overall, the recent trend is bearish. Given the recent news that Ethereum briefly touched $2,800 and quickly fell back below it, this $3,400 support level looks like it might be broken soon. This could also correlate with the news of Solana being a competitor that's reducing market demand for ETH. Let's switch to the 1-hour chart to get a clearer picture of the shorter-term trends. On the 1-hour timeframe, we can see that after a drop to $3,381 on June 10, 2025, it hit a short-term resistance around $3,660 on June 12, 2025. Looking at the most recent candles, it seems that ETH has been unable to maintain the higher levels in the $3,600, so short-term momentum seems to be bearish. Keep in mind that the trading volume here is relatively low. If it were to break out above this resistance at $3,660, we could see a test of higher levels, potentially targeting that $3,700 to $3,800 range. Finally, let's examine the 15-minute chart. There's some support around $2,450, and this could be a key level for short-term traders to watch. If Ethereum breaks below this level, it could signal a further decline. On the upside, a break above $2,700 would likely attract more buyers and potentially trigger a rally. However, considering that it hasn't stayed above $2,700 recently, this might require a really good catalyst. According to Cointelegraph, Ether investment products saw $296 million in inflows last week. This is a catalyst to look out for. To recap, here are the key levels to watch for ETHUSD. Key support lies around $3,400, and failure to hold this level could lead to further downside to $3,000. Strong resistance is around $3,660. A break above this level could signal a potential rally towards $3,800. Long-term, analysts predict a potential rise to $4,000, so watch out for news that might encourage that. Keep an eye on institutional investments and ETF inflows, as those may be strong bullish indicators. In the short term, I think that breaking $3,400 is more likely, as I see more downward trend on the daily and hourly, although there's no saying when, and I'd only rate that as 60% likely given the limited data. Make sure to stay updated on the latest news and events, and good luck with your trading.